What year's a quote that permanently changed the way you look at things? You let go or be dragged. You're an old Zen proverb I heard at a meditation class. Really changed the way I let myself worry about things. Do you listen or just wait to speak? I had a professor in college, he called it the 10/90 rule. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Changed my life. Edit. Thank you for the award. I hope this helped at least one person. It is honestly so simple, we can all do it every day. It really changes your perspective when you put it into use. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not who someone else is today. If you wouldn't take advice from them, why would you take criticism? Some dude on YouTube. I just never thought of it that way before, and I stopped spending so much energy trying to get people to like me. Honesty without kindness is brutality. Kindness without honesty is manipulation. Luck favors the prepared. Your eye might be the sweetest peach on the tree, but some people just don't like peaches, yeah. This helped me get over my lifelong desire to be liked by everyone and allowed me to focus on becoming someone I actually liked. No one raindrop thinks it causes the flood. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. Mark Twain. Found it on a workbook for anxiety disorders. Long time ago I was meeting two women on the sidewalk, and just as we passed each other I heard this one sentence from one of them. You don't notice your progress in life because you are always raising the bar. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Aristotle. And yes, it isn't the real quote, but elementary school aged me internalized that thought and I have applied it to everything ever since then. If you look for the light, you will often find it, but if you look for the dark, it is all you will ever see. Uncle Iroh, Legend of Korra. Has helped me through some dark times in the past, just looking for that small bit of good in a heap of bad. My grandfather once told me, you're no matter where you go, there you are, yeah. Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until 75. Ben Franklin. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Your worrying only means you suffer twice, yeah. Edit. Thanks for the awards, guys. All a flutter. Close bracket. And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. John Steinbeck, East of Eden. The bee doesn't waste its time trying to convince a fly that honey is better than shit. Your graveyards are full of irreplaceable people, yeah. That quote helped me stop going down the path of working myself to death, because your me job needs me, yeah. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. This helped a lot with my guilt and burgeoning martyr complex. It is easy to fool someone, it is hard to convince them that you've been fooled, yeah. If you're trying to break a habit, don't say this is the last time I'm doing it to yourself. Instead, say this is the first time I'm not doing it, point, yeah. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it is a quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Miriam Radmasher. I came across this a long time ago, at a point in life, that I really needed this lesson. It's okay if I feel sad and resigned, if my depression beat me for today, and I wasn't able to function. I didn't fail, I'm not weak, I will try again tomorrow. When people show you who they are, believe them. Maya Angelou. That mountain you've been carrying, you were only supposed to climb. Really helped me overcome a lot of traumatic experiences and difficult chapters in my life. I hope it helps someone else out there. Dear Abiyur's response to a writer thinking of going back to school, but worried that she will be 40 by the time she got her degree. How old will you be in 4 years if you don't get your degree? You are going to be 40 anyway, with or without your degree, year. It reminded me that letting age stop me from my plans was just silly. Also, working at a community college and seeing so many people going back to school in their 30s, 40s, 50s and thriving, the quote really spoke to me. Your axe forgets, the tree remembers, your Zimbabwean proverb. People don't yet forget how they were treated. That's yours why it's so important to be kind. Edited to at, I honestly did not expect this to blow up. Thanks why you're all. I saw this one time under a post about parenting, and it stuck with me. As a mother of two stubborn toddlers, some days are rough, and filled with impatience and frustration. I use this quote to remind myself that how I'm with them will be what helps to shape them. My husband and I set the example for them, and both of us had crappy childhoods. I don't yet want them traumatized, like I was as a child. I want them to be molded with love, not negativity. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor, and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Carl Sagan, pale blue dot. You're just because you lost me as a friend doesn't mean you gained me as an enemy. I still want to see you eat, just not at my table point yeah. You're awesome whoever you're listening to knows something you don't yet point yeah. Your kid isn't yet giving you a hard time, you're having a hard time. The only way out is through. Asterisk asterisk don't yet let a wishbone grow where a backbone should be. Asterisk asterisk. Asterisk asterisk it's no use wasting time worrying what other people think about you. No one is thinking about you. Asterisk asterisk. And asterisk asterisk remember to take care of yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. Asterisk asterisk. Been living up to those ideals recently, and I feel I have just started living. Yuri understand there's a guy inside me who wants to lay in bed, smoke weed all day, and watch cartoons and old movies. My whole life is a series of stratagems to avoid and outwit that guy point you, Anthony Bourdain. Be afraid, but do it anyway. Carrie Fisher. Yuri can do anything but I can do everything Today is the oldest you've ever been in your life and the youngest you'll ever be again. The first draft is just you telling yourself the story. Terry Pratchett. I'm not sure why this quote struck me so hard, but it completely changed the way I approach writing. Just get your ideas down in rune sentences, and asides to yourself, and loads of backslash at parts you haven't figured out yet. It took me more than 30 years to realize that a first draft isn't just a rough version of the final draft. It's a map for yourself and no one else. You cannot convince people to love you. This is an absolute rule. No one will ever give you love because you want him or her to give it. Real love moves freely in both directions. Don't waste your time on anything else. Cheryl Strayed. The people who say you can't and you won't are usually the ones scared that you will. On the wall the background of an episode of The Killing.